Hello, I'm Professor Glenn Finger and it's my pleasure to present you with an overview of the Griffith Education Internship. The aim of the video is to help to highlight the strong quality university-school partnerships that we have which enable this internship to inspire and co-construct the next generation of high quality teachers. And the video will also help to develop a shared language and understanding of the Griffith Education Internship. The Griffith Education Internship ticks all the boxes for effective professional experience through those strong university school partnerships. The three main requirements for an effective professional experience is a high quality integrated initial teacher education program, high quality placements, and we thank our partner schools for those high quality placements and high quality supervising teachers and the high quality commitment from school leaders in those schools. And the third element is the high quality partnerships at the school level and the system-based partnerships with our university. In terms of the shared language, I'd also like everyone to understand that the Griffith Education is a university-led, distinctive, excellent, advanced professional experience, differing from previous professional experiences. It's a 20 credit point course in the capstone or culminating semester of the 4-year equivalent undergraduate ITE program, which our students, through doing some summer semester courses, complete in 3.5 years. I'd also like everyone to know that throughout this course, I'll often refer to all roads, which means all courses, all of your lifelong experience, your lifelong experiences that you can bring to the internship to make it successful. So all roads lead to the internship. And it's also the world's longest interview, as schools and people in school communities will be observing how interns perform in those credible, real-life classroom and school contexts. Throughout the course, interns will be visiting their course profile regularly to see the expectations and organisation of the course. And I would encourage people in schools, the school coordinators, the mentor teachers and interns to refer to the internship handbook when they're wanting clarification about any particular detail. Also, I'd like everyone to understand that each internship will look different. Each school system, each school, each year level, even within year levels, in the classes, the priorities, the policies, the curriculum, the approach to pedagogy and the assessment practices, they'll be different. Underpinning all of this is the AITSL's Australian Professional Standards for Teachers framework. And please note that the TMAG report, the Teacher Education Ministerial Advisory Group report, is influencing initial teacher education programs in Australia, including that important shift from not just mapping whether or not students are exposed to and taught about the professional standards, but they can actually demonstrate and measure impact for improving student learning outcomes. So what is an internship? And the QCT, the Queensland College of Teachers definition, is the definition we refer to. It's already indicated it's an advanced professional experience following completion of the required number of days of supervised professional experience. And it provides that important transition into the teaching profession through a reduced workload, support of a mentor, and it must be authorised by the QCT. So the Griffith Education Internship, which is approved by the Queensland College of Teachers, has a series of conditions. Please note that it's not a form of registration and it must be obtained prior to commencing the internship. Roughly through it, the QCT expects around about 50% of the professional duties. It should be designed by mentor teachers and the interns to enable the best learning outcomes for the class or class in which the intern is placed. This opens up a whole range of design possibilities, organisational possibilities, where it could be 2 or more teachers now with the inclusion of an intern working with the class or classes where the intern's placed. And the emphasis is on the intern as a co-teacher making that significant shift from a student teacher through to being an intern or a co-teacher. And the role of a mentor teacher which is substantially different from that of a supervising teacher. So the internship authorisation is subject to a number of special conditions from the Queensland College of Teachers, and as I indicated, these conditions are needing to be met by the university and by schools. In terms of the structure and organisation, there are fundamentally three important phases. The orientation phase, which what happens prior to the students going on the internship placement. Students during this phase will develop an internship action plan in consultation with their mentor teacher. They'll work on this during workshops at the university as well, but visits to school, while the internship authorisation is not in place prior to the internship placement, we'll also encourage interns to volunteer to visit the school, meet with the teacher, meet with the class, and develop relationships prior to the formal internship placement. Phase 1 happens during the first 3 weeks of the 6-week internship. Phase 2 obviously through weeks 4 to 6, and you'll see from the expectations that there's a gradual increase in responsibilities expected of the intern. Mentor teachers will be invited to a cluster meeting which takes place in week 3 of the internship placement in the schools, and a frequently asked question is, can mentor teachers leave their class with the intern to enable them to attend the cluster meeting? And the definitive answer is yes, that's enabled due to the internship authorisation, which is different from a professional experience placement. And if arrangements can be made according to a risk assessment, that the intern can contact another teacher or teachers during that time while the mentor teacher is away. The intern cluster meeting comes in week 4 of the internship, and it's an opportunity for the interns to share positive stories of growth. And to interns, here are some gems from a mentor teacher. Acknowledgements to Kate. I love these, so I'd like to make these really clear to you, because these are part of the shared language and understanding and expectations. So a mentor teacher has made these kinds of statements to interns for advice. I'm not mentoring you for the money. There is not a significant amount of money. Please understand that you are very fortunate that your mentor teacher, through a lot of very goodwill, is devoting and investing a lot of their own time and expertise in your professional development. I've 24 children in my class, and I don't need you to be my 25th student. Please be a problem solver rather than a problem maker. Your initiative, your ability to develop solutions to challenges as they present themselves will be noticed. Conversely, please don't be a problem maker for your mentor teacher in the class in which you're working, in the school. Don't tell me how hard you're working, show me. So it's not much good really coming along on a Monday morning and saying, I've worked all weekend, I've worked so hard preparing all of this for Monday, and now I'm too tired to implement it. It's the implementation that is vital, the work you do with the students. So everything else needs to inform that, and how you perform in that real live hot action of teaching and learning in the classroom is ultimately the most important. Work as my partner, but don't tell me how to do my job. Learn from each other and work collegially throughout your internship. And show me your teacher presence and sparkle. From my experience, this is one of the most remarkable, extraordinary journeys I've seen by most interns, is that they learn how to have that sparkle, and children go home to their parents and caregivers and say, wow, I've got this exciting person who's working with me, they care, they're knowledgeable, they're my heroes. So add that extra dimension to make it sparkle. And again, this is the world's longest interview. Everything you do, the non-verbals as well as the verbals, the way you interact with the school leaders, the people in the office, other staff, specialist staff, parents and caregivers, grandparents, janitor groundsperson, people who work in the tuck shop, they will all be making some observations and getting to have a feel about how fabulous or otherwise you might be. So in terms of assessment, I'm getting close to concluding here, and I'm going to provide this particular information elsewhere on learning at Griffith in the course profile, and it's also available in the internship handbook. So please refer to the course profile and the internship handbook. The required number of days, this is important, and of course there's a process for make-up days if you miss any of the days. There'll be assessment expectations provided to you and advice provided to you about the development of your internship action plan. Advice provided to schools, the mentor teachers and yourself about the conduct and the organisation of and expectations of the interim appraisal. And at the conclusion, if those three things are met, that you've completed the required number of days first. Secondly, if you've been assessed as at standard for the interim appraisal, and then your phase 2 of the internship has been successful, you'll simply be required to get the signature of the school coordinator, the mentor teacher and your own signature that you've completed your internship successfully, and that will be evidenced through your one-page statement of completion. So look, throughout the internship, I'm concluding here by saying that interns need to engage deeply with the processes which have been designed to assist in making this a successful, advanced professional experience course in your important process of becoming a teacher. Thank you.